Thank you, Gerald and Peter, for those beautiful, powerful words. Essex and Paul are also with us today in the magnificent quilt panels that you see behind this stage, two of which bear their names. And two of the quotes that you just heard are going to be permanently engraved on our AIDS monument. I'm Irwin Rappaport, Chair of the Board of Directors of the Foundation for the AIDS Monument. Thank you so much for being here today. Today we're commemorating the 40th anniversary of the Center for Disease Control's first report on June 5th, 1981, about a disease that would become known as AIDS. Today is also a monumental day for all of us here in West Hollywood and across Los Angeles, because today is the ceremonial groundbreaking for Story's The AIDS Monument. Many of you here today are our major donors who have contributed from $25,000 to $500,000, including our largest private donors, Cedars-Sinai, Visit West Hollywood, the Herb Ritz Foundation, Steve Tisch, and the Dwight Stewart Youth Fund, and our largest public donors, the City of West Hollywood, the State of California, and the County of Los Angeles. Also here today are many of our hardworking, hands-on board members, past and present, including founders Craig Doherty and Jason Kennedy, and former board chair Mark Lehman. It's because of all of you and the City of West Hollywood, including former Mayor and Council Member John Duran and current Council Member and former Mayor John D'Amico, that we were able to close our capital campaign for the building of the monument. And now we can continue to gather and tell stories and raise more money for what we're calling the digital monument, and more about that later. We love that we could all be together today in person to finally put shovels in the ground, not to bury our dead as we've done for 40 years, but so that out of this ground can grow a monument dedicated to love in all of its facets and brilliance. At the end of the day, and at the end of 4 decades, it's all about love. Our speakers today are embodiments of that love. The 40th anniversary of the CDC's report about AIDS is a milestone in an era defined by the loss of people we loved. Like a son, and like a mother and young sister. It's also an era defined by people who loved each other, themselves, and life itself so much that they struggled bravely to stay alive. Many did, but tragically many, 725,000 Americans did not survive. 40 years of love manifested by people and organizations caring for and ministering to people in need, and finding the cause of the horrible sickness and death, and medical treatments and drugs to prolong and save lives, and hopefully very soon a vaccine. 40 years of people protesting and advocating on behalf of people too weak in their bodies or too powerless in their society to help themselves. And 40 years of our public servants showing their love for their country, for their state, for their county, and their city, and the people they represent. It is my great pleasure to introduce my friend Lindsay Horvath, the mayor of the great city of West Hollywood, California, where Stories the AIDS Monument will stand in bronze and stone and light as a soaring testament to the love that survives.